They should really make a me who remembers to open the stupid thing, because they truly did make me the guy who forgets to open Stream Manager every time and change my title. Um, but yeah. But yeah. Okay. Stream will start in a couple of minutes. Alrighty. Oh, man. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Actually, hold on. I want to try something. Been meaning to try this, but if I do this, oh, there you go. There you go. I'm so fancy. I got my Fuji up. Hold on. Let me make me a little bit bigger. Can I flip me left to right? So then, actually, but then the copium's looking the wrong way. It's fine. Anyways, hello, y'all. How's it going? This is not an actual, like, permanent solution to, me speaking to you guys, but I realized that I can actually just do this now, so, like, why not? Maybe I should make my, I don't know, I can figure that out later, have a different extension for that, maybe, but, you're doing leg day right now, meme? Good for you. I need to start getting into the swing of that now. I finally figured out a set that it's gonna work for me to build muscle mass, etc. But I just haven't gotten to the gym since I figured it out. So that's how it is. Anyways, hi. This stream is early, but it's late because I said I would be ready at 3:15 after saying I'd be ready at 4. This is called, I've realized that my alert notifications have just not been working for like a year, and I only really processed it last time, so I was like, oh shit, I need to go into it and figure out why the fudge this isn't working properly. So I just spent like the last half hour troubleshooting my alerts, and now I'm going to, hold on, I'm just going to do an example one just to show how pretty it looks now. Where the fudge is this? Not elements. Alerts. No. What? Where is this? Am I stupid? I am stupid. This one. Edit. So if I go in here, and I click emulate follower event, look at that! Now it's like, now we're all like professional and stuff. It finally shows up for the first time in like, this is, by the way, this has been in my OBS this whole time. It has been. It's existed. It just has been bugged for like a really long time, and I just have never gotten around to fixing it. So that was the whole thing. Anyways, how am I doing today? I'm doing all right. Last couple of days were pretty rough, to be honest, which is why I decided to stream on Wednesday and not Monday, as I typically do. But I got through it. I still have a decent amount of homework to get done going into this weekend. Not necessarily into like tomorrow or anything, but this weekend. So we're gonna see how productive I get to be on Thursday evening and Friday morning before Stardew. So hopefully I can get all of that shit done. If not, I'm just kind of boned and I have to live with that, but it's not the end of the world if that happens. Alright, so that's gameplay. This is no drawing. Okay, so I can do this, and then hold on. I'm like trying to Does that work? Does that look weird? What if I'm like sitting next to chat over here? That could be silly. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put myself there, and that's how I'm gonna organize this. So, regardless, yeah, we can do drawing now. Like we can do things. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? After only like 5 minutes of scuff, because I delayed this stream so then it would be not as much scuff. It's alright though. Okay, how do I... Oh, it's alphabetical, that's why. Okay. Oh, shit. My, pop filter almost fell down. How is that? I didn't even know that could unscrew like that. Okay, interesting. This month I'll get my braces removed. Yippee. Oh, huge. Congrats. That's actually, like, super exciting. I'm... Not to, like, flex or anything. This isn't actually me flexing. But, I'm thankful enough to have not ever needed orthodontics. But it's a pain. I've seen my friends go through it. Huge congrats. Congrats on your teeth being good and cool and whatnot now. But yeah. Alright. It's so weird seeing my PNG there. It's so weird seeing the acrid copium. I still need to make this. Is this an emote already? Am I like stupid? Have I made this an emote in my server yet? I haven't. You guys don't have access to acrid copium. I need to make that. Oh, give me a second. I'm making this an emote for y'all so you guys can use acrid copium. We love acrid copium. Had these braces since 2018. Holy moly. That is a long recovery time. Huge congratulations. Jesus. Okay. So, how do I add this? Is it going to take time for this to work? I don't... It's been like 2 weeks since I've added an emote. But yeah, hold up. Creator dashboard. Guys, I'm trying to make it as silly as possible for you guys. And that means that, oh, right, it has to be less than a megabyte, right? So I need to, like, downsize this if I'm not mistaken. Where did I put this? No, hold on, I have this somewhere. 1 second. 1 second. Stream background? No. Not OG images. Is it in this? VOD pieces, full VODs, no. Stream background. Completely different file. Emote integration. So I haven't actually, okay, I haven't moved that over. I need to do that at some point. Okay. I will get you guys acrid copium at a later date. I thought I had it on hand as a downloaded file. I didn't, so I thought I could just do that in like the next 5 minutes and it would take like 0 time. Unfortunately, that's not how the real world works, so it's okay. I've went through painful states for my teeth. I can imagine. That's really freaking rough, man. Like 8 years, dude. Holy shit. Dude, your braces went through COVID. Like, that's crazy. Oh my god. I mean, huge congratulations, genuinely. That's like, that's an enormous accomplishment. Okay. Okay, so this, and then all of that looks good, and now I can actually, like, do my job? Question mark? Nobody will ever believe you when Volt does his job. Nobody. Nobody would ever expect it. Okay, so this will be, oh, oops. Is this, oh shit. I forgot how to bigger erase because I was making shit posts. It's what I do in my free time. I make I make shit posts with Procreate. Don't don't question it. But yeah, oh crap, hold on. There's some schmutz on my screen and I want to make sure that I don't like accidentally tab out or like open some shit while I clean this. Come on. They have a pic of me from the day before my braces. I look so little. Damn. That's cooked for you to like for like I feel like braces are like most of the time people only have them for like maybe like a year or two. And it's like well maybe not in like a year or two, but like 3 or 4 years. Dude, 8 years is like a plurality of somebody's life. That is like statistically significant. That is like that's like 10% of your time will be spent in braces. Like that's crazy. That's like god damn. It's wild. It's wild, wild, wild. Wild, 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 wild stuff. Okay, and then back to drawing. So we need to decide. I'm not hating this as much now. I think I want to like add like maybe that to let me look at a couple more music symbols because there are a few that I think would make more sense here. Like I don't know why I'm saying music symbols like I didn't take Okay, I guess it is the term is musical symbols. Okay, I'm actually not stupid. See, I was thinking like ledger, but that's not like quite what. Yeah. No, that's not a real thing. Who is making these? Rhythmic values. I've never seen this in my. Okay, that's just the 16th note. What the heck? There's some goofy shit going on in here. Flat and a half? What the hell? There's some horrifying things on this Wikipedia page of list of musical symbols. What am I looking at? Okay. I was looking for like the full note rest, but I just don't know um I don't it's not showing up here. Hold on. Where is this? Cuz it's like measure rest. It's where the fudge not repeat signs. I know what those are. What the hell? Okay. Alright, that was not helpful. Music notes. Yeah, I know. Because I initially wanted to do the cool thing with the eye, where it's like the eye was this, and then you could like see the rest of the musical note. Like that was a really bad like quick draw, but like this, and then like you look at it on its side, and it's like, oh my god, it's like this. Oh my gosh, hold up, Picado liner, my beloved. Actually, I love Picado liner, but like then you look at it, and it's like, wow, it's eyeball, you know. But yeah, no, it's not quite. So like this might have a little bit more personality. I'm not sure. Um, because like I had this. See, this is what we were working with last time. This is what we were talking about last time. Some random shit here. I like the nose. I I'm trying to figure out like how to. I think this adds. It makes it more like this. It makes it more accurate to world. I don't want to add too much detail because then it suddenly doesn't look like a it like loses like its or to its body shape. At least I don't want to add too much because it's already intended to be like really basic. Like there's not that much that I should be adding. Like the main thing I can do is like color waves, and that's like kind of what I'm gonna do. But oh man. Okay. So how do I already have more crap on my iPad screen? What is happening? There's some goofy shit going on. And then that'll be more obvious with shading, but that works. Um, Honestly, like that's kind of okay. Like it doesn't have to be like the craziest design of all time, I don't think. And I'm like trying to think about like how I would add more to this, but like if I add like some kind of like I don't know, like I'm thinking something more like this, then I think I'm losing the plot by doing that. Although that does look good as fuck. Um oh my god, a new mon. Yeah. Hi Sharon. We are working on you've actually have you only been here for Astroloid so far? It's very possible actually. Let me move this pretty thing I just did. Um it's possible Shern has only ever been here for Astroloid and not realized that I like have done other things. Oh, there we go. I showed up the day you started Astroloid. Oh, you've been here like the whole time for Astroloid then, and that's it. Okay. Really quickly, let me take you on a walk down Voltaic Glint Lane. While I have you. No, okay, hold up. Where is this? So I've done a lot already, if this may shock you. So if I do this, and then I go here, and then I go to, not that. Is this it? Gameplay? No. Well, yes. Is butter? No. Hide butter, sorry. Is this it? No, that's not it. Hide that. Not game audio. Google. So I just need to change. No, not that. Fudge. Guys, I'm capable. I promise. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Anyways, if I pull up this really quickly. Actually, hold up. Let me make my Fuji a little bit bigger over here because it looks a little goofy. I did a little bit of cleanup, so then my screen looks a lot nicer. It's like, look at me, I got my Fuji here, and I got I don't know. I fixed alerts. Alerts actually work now. They just haven't been for like a year. Now they're working. That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan. Um, but yeah, I just realized, hey, I can just like have my Fuji, and then suddenly I'm a PNG tuber. As long as it works, it works. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, I've drawn this guy. This is the first guy I drew back because I had almost a year-long hiatus before Astroloid, actually. And then this is the first thing I did on the way back. And then I have a unbelievable amount of other work. Arcanite and Arca-Garden of Evolution Pathway is sick. I'm a really big fan of Arthrol, even though this took me like forever as well, because it's like literally drawing 9 Pokemon in one. Vyram is really sick. Deoxydol is really sick. Porygon, Stromatolus, got Malactus, Transcact. Like there's a bunch of cool stuff. Stromatolus I'm an enormous fan of. Like honestly, I'm very proud of this design. Oh, hold up. Can this like work, please? It's not. Okay. I love this design so much. Hemoslime I'm gonna redraw. Kiffer is great. Got Corrosion Minier, my baby, my son, my goat. There's some weird texture stuff going on here I've never noticed. Okay. Might have to look into that. But Gelanocyst, and like all of these things are supposed to be based off of like real animals or stuff that we found in the fossil record, of course, but there's cool stuff. Like you got Dickinsonia, my beloved, Anomalocaris again, feather stars, sea lilies, um, all of your little guys, moss boss, floorwort, liverwort, and moss, Dracovish. Like I've done a bunch of cool shit. So yeah, I don't know. You caught me on another one of my bigger projects, because like I think the 3 biggest drawing projects I've done so far are probably Astroloid, Carbosian Minior, and fudge, what's it called? Arthrol. Yeah. Arthrol's is a cool one though. Ad break in 4.5 minutes, by the way, but yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. I think it's pretty cool too. I've been pretty proud of this project so far. I won't lie. Okay. So now my issue is I'm trying to draw this guy, Pickaia, which I was talking with Meme about last. Hold up, let me. Pickaia. And he's pretty cool. The idea is that this is probably the first animal to ever have a notochord, or what we would know today as a spinal column. Essentially, it is the first quote-unquote chordate. But that means like its whole deal is it just has a spine, and it doesn't really have anything else. It just has this one really big tail for like propulsion, and then it has a little bit of like feeding apparatus at the head, and that's like it. So it's not super interesting design-wise, but I did want to make it. It's currently going to be an electric normal type, kind of like Helioptile, but it doesn't evolve. And I'm trying to base it off of like electric guitar's guitar picks, and then I call it Pickaia, as you can see at the top left of your screen. And I'm just trying to figure out how to add more to this without adding too much to this. Essentially, I'm trying to make it like look cool while also not being overly, like almost too over designed. Like it has to be still a simple design, because in and of itself it's supposed to be a really simple animal. And it's kind of hard to strike that balance, to be honest. It's a little bit difficult, but that's the challenge. So okay, so that's done. I mean, like I honestly might stick with this, because the main issue is like I've been making stuff and modifying the head a little bit. So like we had this version of the head, and then we had this version of the head, and then we had this version of the head, and then we had this version of the head. And it's like I just can't get the eyes to look right in a way that is like, I guess it's like I can make it like have a lot of personality, and I've done that a lot of times, but it doesn't match up to the reality of the animal very well, because this thing barely has a face to exist. So like I don't want to do too much of a face, because then it's got too much personality. Like I if that sounds weird, like the whole point is it's kind of great because it doesn't have that much personality, and it's not supposed to be super developed, which is kind of hard. If there was a new type or types of Pokemon, what would it be? In the sense of like Pokemon typings, or in the sense of like legendaries, mythicals, ultra beasts, etc.? I might stick with this though. I don't hate this really simple eye, even though I lose the music note eye shape idea that I had previously. I really don't dislike this. Example, water type, ground type, electric type. Okay, yeah, so actual elemental types. The easy one that people talk about is sound type. There's a bunch of moves that are quote-unquote sound type, or like are sound moves, which are a specific type of designated move that can be affected by things like liquid voice in the case of Primarina, or throat spray item-wise. That's the really easy answer to that. But man, I'm not sure. Typings, like adding a new type to the game, I haven't thought about that as much, simply because 18 is honestly a pretty solid number, and I don't want to be messing with balance that much. Ah, man, what else could be added that would make sense? Because like flying is already kind of like space, and like so's dragon in some aspects. So I'm not sure. Ad break in 30 minutes, but I'll wait for you guys. Don't worry. Um, sorry, not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm a genius. Never question me again. Bring back question mark type and develop that for. That's a good answer. Because it used to be the typing of the curse attack, and then it got changed to ghost as soon as ghost types became more prevalent. But that would be really interesting, like with burnout and stuff like that. I think that would be an interesting way to lean into it. All right, ad break starts in 4 seconds. I'll see you guys in a second. I'm swapping to BRB. Don't worry. Ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break. It's an ad break. It's the ads. It is a break in ads. We are waiting for the ads because they are so bad. Ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break. Let me see where. So if I go into BRB and then I ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break. It's an ad and it's the ad. It's the ad and break. We are breaking up the ads and it's the ad and break. Wait, hold on. Can you guys hear me? I think there might be something weird going on with the ad break at the moment. It doesn't say that the ad break is running, even though it said that the ad break was running. Ad break in progress ends in 1 minute 27 seconds. Okay, it's just busted. Swag. That's so odd. I don't know what the fuck happened. Anyways, that was really delayed. It was like 30 seconds delayed for some reason. I've just been sitting here being an idiot in front of everyone. This is fine. It's my job. But holy shit. It's so weird. Yeah, it was like 30 seconds delayed. Very, very confusing. Very confounding. No real idea what happened. Ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break. It's the ads and it's the break and it's the ad and break. It's the break and ad and break and ad and break and break. Break ad break. Break ad break. Break ad break. Oop doop doop. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Alright. And the ads are over. We can go back to talking. Okay, 1 second. We're swapping back to drawing. Drawing screen. Okay. Anyways, so Sharon, you're bringing back the triple question mark type. That's actually really dope. I'm guessing it doesn't have any real interactions with any other types of ads for you. Weird. I don't know. I don't know. Things are weird. No ads. Okay, yeah, I was about to say. I have no clue what's going on. It could be that you just have ad blocker, which, like, honestly, I wouldn't care. But for the benefit of people who might actually watch through ads, I'm not gonna do that deal. Like the whole point of the experience with this type of stream is that I get to draw my thing, and then I get to yap with y'all, and the ads prevent me from yapping with y'all. The benefit to the ads is it allows me to create channel points, and then you guys can bully me. Um, the downside is I need to run 3 minutes of ads every hour, otherwise it forces pre-rolls, which is even worse. So, in the interest of no pre-roll ads, I run 3 minutes of ads every hour. So, I split it up into 2 different 1.5 minute ones. I think I might change that at some point, but for now, it's been working. 2.5 minute ad breaks an hour as opposed to 1 3 minute ad break an hour. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, so you're bringing back question mark type. How does that exactly work for stuff like burn up, or have you considered that, as well as like the existing curse move, etc. There's a bunch of cool things you can do with that type. I'm kind of curious to hear what you've been thinking about it and working with it so far. What you've been doing. It does have some interactions with what? I'm legit curious, like, because you're effectively rebuilding it from the ground up, so. Are we, like, satisfied with this? I think I am. I think I'm okay with this design. I think just having the really simple eye, even though it kind of pisses me off, it's more in the spirit of the Mon. Yeah, so now I just need to figure out a color scheme, which is going to be a problem in and of itself. Which, like, I've already kind of figured out, but already haven't really kind of figured out, because, like, this. And this. For example. Sorry. I can read. I promise. I can read, I promise. Okay, I'm gonna slide all of this over to the left so then I can take a cleaner screenshot of it in a bit. Where's that? Okay, there we go. Wasn't sure what that was. Was not sure. It's okay though. So, how am I gonna do this? Oh, right, there was the mouthpiece from somewhere else. Where was that? Where was that? Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm stupid. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna clear this out just for clarity purposes. Do some clearing. Okay. So I need to do this, and then immediate instant thought is that I get this kind of color in here, and then I am able to, like, not the entire face, but I'm able to, like, phase it out into a different color. Able to create a gradient, my beloved gradient, pink gradient man. Okay. Okay. And then gonna do this. Not that. A dimensional type Pokemon? In what sense? Like as in like Porygon as in dimensions, or as in like Ultra Beasts as in dimensions? Because uh, okay, so it's weak to normal, bug, ground, steel, and fighting. Okay, that's a lot. Resists fire, water, electric, poison, um, ghost, and dark. It's immune to fairy. Okay, interesting question. Why does it not resist grass? Is that intentional or not? Because you have it resisting every single other starting Pokemon type except for grass. And I like that can be a completely reasonable decision, but typically when you have that set of resistances, it's supposed to be a little bit more on like this is like a dragon resistance profile, and that typically includes grass. Okay. So if I do this and this and then I'm definitely gonna have to modify this a bit. The fairy immunity is really, really interesting though, because I didn't want to debuff grass more and give it more resistance. Okay, you know what? That's fair. And that's like honestly the reason why I thought you did that, but I just wanted to check. Because, yeah. Out of curiosity, which Pokemon have ended up with this typing? Because like if you have it, then like clearly some Pokemon are getting it. And I'm curious. Smeargle? Okay, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't know what you were gonna say because like I know how your Pokemon region works and it literally could have been anything. But it being Smeargle makes like an unreasonable amount of sense, honestly. That's a like, damn, that's a lot of resistances. But I mean, I guess it's a lot of really bad weaknesses too. Don't really want to be getting hit super effectively by normal type moves. Super effective fake out like that. That's not fun. Nobody wants that. That's the trade-off. So it makes sense. It's a trade-off. In the AI slop spoink. Okay, you know what? That also makes sense. By the way, is Grumpig getting like a what's Grumpig gonna look like? If since I've seen your AI slop spoink, but what's the idea with Grumpig at the moment? I'm curious. Very curious. Well, that's not what I meant to do. I have an idea. I'll send a reference image in Discord. Sounds good. I'll pull it up in a sec. Hold on. I'm so locked in right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then let's see. Ugh. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. God, I really need like a better table. I think I'm just like too tall of a person to like be at any other table like normally. So as soon as I'm in this kind of situation, I just kind of get folded, and it's not the greatest. I think I go with blue. I was looking at green earlier. I think I go with blue because then I can make the argument that counter shading is happening, and that would make a lot more sense. Images take way too long to send for me. I mean, Discord's been weird about image file sending more recently, so I don't even blame you. I don't even blame you. Okay, hold on. I'm going to... kind of proud of this, like, S-shaped body. Honestly, like, I really did a good job with the line work here. Every once in a while, I go, wow, Volt, you really did a thing, and that's kind of great. It's not too bad. Not too bad of a feeling. Image, did it send? It is not sent yet. I'm like checking Discord every once in a while. Just gotta check Discord every couple of minutes. Okay. So, do this. And then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Okay. And then I think I go... Actually, hold on, before I lose this. Okay, I already got this color down. Thank God. And then I think I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go for like a more slightly orangey gray, like kind of tan color. I'm just trying to like figure out where that color is exactly. Because I don't want it to be like... It's like I'm trying to like make it orange, but like stay off of like the human skin color wheel. If that makes... What the heck did I just do? Disc, okay. I didn't even know there was a button down there. Okay. Pop filter's being very weird today. More than normal. Okay. Oh, and it's still being weird. Why is it doing this? There we go. Nope, there we go. Nope. Hold on. There we go. Alright, had to resort to sending the speed paint of the references, Lamau. I have no clue why it was being so weird. Okay, hold on. Oh, the YouTube video? Okay. I don't know how I'll put this on stream. Give me a second. I need to figure this out. Um, Erm, 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 erm. So this, 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 this. Oh, no, not that properties. Joe Doughboy, gotta want to be one of my favorite artists. Fair. I'm not super familiar with him, but I think that's just because I'm not on that part of the internet very often. So if I can I like full screen this without full screening it? Is that possible? I don't know. I'm about to find out. Okay, so what if I... Okay, so if I do this, and then I do window capture, and then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. Hold on. I'm being really intelligent for once. I'm being really intelligent for once. Rare moment of Volt intelligence. Hold up. So if I do this, and then I lock it into place, and then actually, hold on, let me... Okay. So then this, and then I can move this all the way down here, and then I can do this. So this is what you're talking about? So this is reference for what? Just checking. Grumpig? Wait, that's actually crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the... I need to pull up the Spoink image. From Creation Self Promo. That's Bootleg Torchic. That's Snorlax. Where was this? Am I stupid? You've sent me the Spoink image, right? And that's been... I'm under the impression you've sent me the Spoink image before. But I cannot find him. Haven't designed Spoink? Okay, I thought you had drawn him. My bad. Oh, and then... Oh, it's being weird. Okay, whatever. I'm proud I made that work, actually. That ended up being rather clean on my part. But yeah. I think for some reason I was mistaking, Spoink for, your Torchic design. And that's where I got lost in the sauce. I think that's what happened. By the way, ad break in a minute and a half, so I'm gonna do a little bit more drawing here, and then I will swap to BRB for a little. So I need to like lower this. I've been having this at way too high of a thing, and it's been annoying the crap out of me. Damn, I was actually pretty clean off the top here. I actually did a decent job. But yeah, AI slop is that like AI slop image is wild. Like that would go crazy. For Grumpig, like the crazy part about it is like when you showed me that image, I didn't initially understand. But then like I thought about it a little bit and then I went, "Oh my god, I can see it. Like I can see the Grumpig's design in it." Anyways, it is ad break time. Unless it hates me and decides that ad breaks aren't real. So, I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna wait until it tells me that an ad break is playing, even though it should have already happened. um, and we'll see how it goes. So if I do this, and then boo, and this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Maybe, like, I don't hate this color, but maybe I do try something else. Okay, ad break started. Finally. I don't know why that keeps being like 30 seconds delayed, but regardless, I will see you guys in a minute and a half. way. I'm gonna be really mad if I've been muted this whole time. I mean, here's the thing. I haven't been talking that much, but still. Ad break in 25 seconds. Dude. 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 I think I've been muted this whole time since the ad break. I think I've been muted for like half an hour. Oh, this is what happens when my mic doesn't show up at the top of the audio mixer in OBS. I can't check it. Okay, no, hold on. Properties. Dude, I'm actually kind of on tilt right now. Rename. What if I do this? Does it show up at the top now? No. Does it just... how do we... Snowball alerts. YouTube music is at the bottom anyways. Okay. I have no clue what's going on. So, is there a way in which I can rename this so then... So, if I do this, how do I... Vertical layout? No. Oh, now it shows up at the top. What? What? No, and then I get rid of vertical layout and it's fixed now. Bro. Right. Okay. So if I do this, no, it still shows up ahead. What the hell? I have no idea how this works anymore. Refresh. Transition? No. What if I change? Sorry, hold on. Vertical, unvertical, and then it fixes it. Okay, man. Okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, dude. So, if I go across this now, if I go into... Okay, hold up. Let me... We're troubleshooting. We're troubleshooting. I think I goofed some stuff. I think I goofed some stuff and didn't even realize it. Okay, that stays like that is. And then I don't need to worry about that screen. And then this one has this showing up above that, which I don't need it to show up at all. So I need to... where is this? Oh wait, this is a drawing section. So if I go down here and then I go here and then I do this and then I rename it and then I go to the... Okay. So my concern is if I rename it to this, then I... Sorry, hold on. Okay, it still shows up above it. Okay. Yup. So... Okay, and then this, and then if I go in vertical, and then I undo vertical, now it shows up. Okay. Gosh dang it. So if I now go here, this is fine now. Okay, good. Let me transition back to drawing. Then this is fixed. This is fixed. Oh wait, no, hold on, it isn't. This is fixed. And this is fixed. This is fixed. Okay, that was a whole thing. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I've just realized I've fell victim to one of the classic blunders. I did not realize my snowball has been muted for honestly half an hour because my audio mixer on OBS had so many audio sources in it that my snowball was showing up beneath it, which meant that I would have to scroll down to see that I had muted it, which I had forgotten I had done. So now I've had to reset it so then it shows up at the top of the audio mixer, so now I don't make that mistake anymore, so now you guys can hear me consistently. But that took me way too long, so now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I just spent all of this time having to fix a problem that I didn't even know was a problem because I'm stupid. So, we're good now. I'm back. I don't know if anybody is still here because I've been dead quiet for the last half hour, I'm pretty sure, which sucks. Um, but yeah, damn, that's unfortunate. Uh, okay, yeah, no, sure. Fudge. I definitely responded to you too. Is the worst part. Okay, I don't know if he's here anymore. It's okay. I'm gonna finish off Pickaia for now. And actually, I responded, but it's not gonna show up in the VOD either. Okay, so important things to note. I said, hey, that's really cool. I like the power. I like the stuff like that. I thought that this is a really cool opportunity to be able to lean into the concept that it is a fourth wall breaking thing at the moment, and you haven't done that. And I think it would just be a really cool opportunity to take to say, hey, I'm going to try and implement some mechanic to this move that is like kind of fourth wall adjacent. Um, that might do something. Like it might not be in like the case of like chatter with chat where like you speak into the microphone and then depending on how loud you are you do more damage sort of deal, but like something that's a little bit more, I guess, physical. I guess a little bit like some kind of actuarial component to it might be interesting. But yeah, no, that never got picked up because I'm stupid and I had my mic muted this whole time, which sucks. So Gua. Gua, Gua, Gua. They call me the Guar on account of the Gua. Man. And I'm just like the horse that's like sitting on the beach, just man. That's so unfortunate. Okay, to be fair, I have not been talking all that much this last half hour. But also it really sucks because it means that I could have been talking to you guys, but now you guys aren't here because I was muted the whole time, and that's on me. Damn. I thought it was fine because of the Fuji, but I forget that the Discord and OBS overlays are different. Okay. Nah. I'm a goofball. I'm a silly Billy. I didn't even think about it. It's alright. It happens. Shit happens. It ain't gonna be the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to take a darker shade, and we are going to kind of just shade like this section right here. Okay, this is a little bit too dark, but I can fix that. That's not a hard thing to do. So I'm gonna make this like what I realized when I was shading a second ago, which I might have talked about a little bit just now, but was mostly just saying in my head, is that if I actually make the line bigger than I intend to, like kind of expand it out further, and then I just kind of erase to clean up, it ends up looking pretty good. So like right now you guys are gonna watch me do this, and it's gonna look great. Dude, I'm so curious whether I was actually muted this whole time. I'm so scared that I was. I'm gonna be so for real. I'm so scared that I've been muted like this whole time and I just didn't know. I'm so scared that I'm like stupid. That would suck. That would suck, that would suck, that'd suck. go. Why is this? Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I'm definitely pushing down on this. I just don't think it's actually doing anything. For some reason that thing was just not erasing, which sucks. A little bit of alt scuff. There we go. Honestly, that's not that bad. I might just keep that line as is. Honestly, I might expand it down more. And then... Okay. There. And then... Okay, and then I go here, and then I delete like 60% or something. And then the way this is going to work is that since this is overlap and underlapped, it should look right. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to go down a bit, and then I'm going to like fill in here, and then I'm going to 50-50 erase it. And then I'm realizing that I did it for the wrong thing. Can I? There we go. Okay. There we go. So like that's kind of an evil thing I just did, but it should turn out nicely, so I'm not super concerned about it. Okay, so this, and then 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 this. There. Okay. And then I go here, and then I go here, and then I go here. And then I need to lighten this, so I do that, and then I get this. Go, 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 go. Okay, once again, this is going to look like crap, and then I'm going to erase the edge, and it's going to look great. So... is that like something that matters? I don't know if it is. I've never really done a detail quite like this before. It's like this might add like, I don't know, like 10%. Might make it look like 10% better. Okay. I think that's like almost it. There we go. It's a little bit off. Oh shit. Okay. And I think that might make it for Pickaia. That may be it. Oh, man. Well, sorry that I was muted for a quarter of the stream, but hopefully that's something that's fixed in the future. On top of that, alerts should now work. I need to create some alert boxes for my channel point redeems, but otherwise, we should be set. With that being said, hold on. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As per usual, you can find me on YouTube at Voltaic Glint, capital G, where I post all of these VODs. You can also find me on Tumblr at Carbos Region, Carbos-Region, or on Instagram at Carbos Region. You can of course find me streaming here 2 times a week on twitch.tv/Voltaic Glint 278. And if you ever want to know more about my projects or keep up with people in my community, including Sharon, myself, and a couple of other people, you can always join the Discord, which is it should be linked in this video, and also is always available via Twitch chat using exclamation point command. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Friday. See ya.